So I was playing Destiny today, and I found a little glitch. I was playing the Black Garden mission. This is not where the Black Garden starts, I don't think. This is Tharsis Junction, which, unfortunately, my PlayStation didn't record our journey to this point. There was a big open hole there that we came through, but after loading in a new area, it kind of put up this wall and closed us in. You might be able to hear all the gunfire on the other side of the wall. We believe it's Vex, but we're not really sure what's going on out there. Could be shooting at us. No idea. So yeah, basically, I wish it would have shown the part where we got out of the map at the Black Garden area, and how we got here. I'm gonna have to start recording by myself instead of letting my PlayStation do it from now on. I'm not really sure why it doesn't record some things and records other things, but this is what we've got. So basically we went through here. You'll notice there are no enemies, which was very strange. You don't really enter areas in Destiny and not encounter enemies even after killing them all. They tend to respawn. But here there are none. So this goes on for a while. It now says we're in Meridian Bay, Mars, which doesn't seem right. But we come around this corner here, and there's a dead end. Can't go any further. We did end up finding out later that you could go up on top of that wall. Actually, I think he goes up on top of the wall here. And there's a little tiny hole that you can't quite fit through, but you can see on the other side of this wall there is quite a large area. Wish we could have gotten to it, but we couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna kind of show you basically where to go for this glitch, since this area is very similar to the Black Garden entrance, where you start after going through the portal on Mars. Kind of drops you in this area that looks very similar to this. We did actually figure out how to get out of this room here later, where I'm at. At this time, I didn't know how to do it. Again, hearing all the Vex shoot at us or at something. So here is kind of where I got out of the map at the Black Garden entrance. It looks exactly like this, only there isn't a big old rock on your right blocking you from going out there. It's actually a big old hole that you can walk right out there. It's honestly surprisingly easy to get out of the map. From that ledge there, you can jump from ledge to ledge and make your way all the way around the back. Some of the jumps are kind of tricky, but it's doable. And you can get around to the back, where it actually gets much easier to jump around, and you can jump up on top of the map, which is kind of how we ended up here. There was a hole in the back. Here we found out how to get out of this area, which was very hard to do. I was doing this for a very long time. It's much easier for a Titan. He got out a lot faster than I did. But you had to jump up on top of the wall, which was a lot of work, and jump back up into that hole there. I didn't really know where to go from here, and he couldn't really explain it to me. So it took me a while, but I figured it out eventually. go right out here. So now we're in a completely new area. Looks completely different than where we were at on the map before. Brian managed to get himself stuck in that little hole there. He did end up killing himself and getting out somehow eventually, but it was kind of funny watching him struggle. So over here, it looks like you would just fall right out of the world. But I did a little experimenting and figured out that it is actually a floor that you can walk on. So yeah, I shot it, confirmed that you could walk on it. Didn't want to fall out of the world because the first time I fell out of the world, it just kept respawning me falling, and I had to go back to orbit and start over. So falling out of the world was not something I wanted to do. But basically from here there's just a lot of exploring, and I will just let you watch.
Guardian down.
Okay, so right here, I started loading a new area, and when it fully loaded me in, it actually put Brian back into the game world instead of being outside of the map. So from this point on, he will be in the game world, and I am going to be outside of the world. In a second here, I want to get him to come over towards me and see if we can see each other. We can still see each other's nameplates, so that helped a lot. Now here you can see the light of his ghost, but not his character. And then it actually surprised me that I could see his character. I don't know why. You can actually see the enemies, but seeing him was a shock. Here he obviously didn't see me, ran right past me. It turned out that I was actually in like a sand dune. But he could see my gun stick out of the sand dune, and I occasionally see my cape as well, which is kind of fun. Here I actually glitched back into the game world. Looking around, it looked like I was still outside of the map, but as soon as I entered this room and went to go back, it wasn't how I remembered it, and I couldn't get back out of the map. I was actually back inside of the game world, and that kind of ended my journey outside the map. I'm sure I could have gotten to other places, gone further, but it took a really long time to get to where I got, so we didn't really want to try it again. But one more thing before we go, we decided to try to go back through the gate, see if we could get back into the Black Garden. And before you can even get to the gate, which is up ahead, it teleported us right here. And this guy started flipping the fuck out. Not sure if it was because of us or something else, but it seemed like we glitched this guy. And then, well, as soon as I start dancing, he's fine. And he was actually there with us, which we weren't sure if that was something that's normally possible without being in a fire team together or not. But it was kind of funny. So there you go. There's the glitch. Most of it, at least.